Hey guys, it's Morna, and in this video I wanted to talk about industrial design, drawing and sketching, and sort of what you need to know on the job. If you enjoy it, let me know down below in the comments. And also if you want to hear more videos about industrial design or product design, then consider subscribing to my channel. So be sure to stick around to the end of this video because what I'm about to reveal you probably will not find anywhere on the internet, and it's the reason why some products require more sketching and rendering than other products. So stick around. So let's get into it. So one of the things that I think most people don't know about drawing and sketching is that you just may not do much of it in your day-to-day job. And how much drawing and sketching you do on a day-to-day basis is probably going to depend on where you work, but most likely it's going to depend on the kinds of products that you're designing. So let me give you a list of different kinds of products that are like sketch and render heavy.
So these are things like cars, sneakers, any kind of what's called a soft good or a cut and sew product. And really cut and sew just means kind of like it sounds. It's like a cut fabric that's been sewn. So these are things like backpacks, any kind of bag, camera bag, laptop bag, lunch bag, cooler, and of course here I mean like a soft cooler rather than like the hard coolers. Also sporting equipment, especially those protective pads that are used in martial arts or hockey.
And so there is a reason why some products are more sketch render heavy than others. And this is because the final file that's delivered to the factory for manufacturing is a two-dimensional file. Obviously there are some exceptions like cars. What is a two-dimensional file? A two-dimensional file is something like a PDF where all the information, if you were to print out that PDF, all of the information is on that sheet. I wanted to show you this example. It's something that I worked on a super long time ago. It was a cooling device for women, and we also designed a case for the cooling device. So if this was the final concept, then we'd add some dimensions and also add some notes about the materials, add some notes about how we wanted the graphic identity to be done, and then any other kind of notes, probably put what scale it's at, what the dimensions are there in inches, and that would be given to the factory. Whereas there's other kinds of products where the final file, the file that you deliver to the factory for manufacturing, is a three-dimensional file. Pretty much any other kind of product is going to probably be a three-dimensional file that will be delivered to the factory. In a lot of cases, it makes sense, especially with things that have electronics in them, to kind of start right in the computer. I will do sketch doodles for myself before I start modeling them in CAD, but there's actually a lot of reasons to start off in CAD specifically for products that have electronics in them. And one of the reasons is because when you're designing something with electronics inside, you need to get an idea of what the size of those kind of inner electronics are, and so that you can design an exterior, some kind of housing for that electronics, that's realistic, okay? Geometrically realistic, like the form is outside of the electronics. And there's a lot of other kinds of products where it just makes sense to go right into the computer for various reasons. Now, having said all that, I also need to say that learning industrial design, drawing, sketching, rendering, it is important to learn. And there's things that you learn that move beyond just that skill. Whether you end up using it a lot or a little, you will have learned other things in the process. So you do need to develop those skills, and school is a perfect place and time to just become the best that you can in all aspects of design. And there are other reasons to learn and practice drawing, sketching, and rendering, which maybe I'll talk about in another video. So that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.